Well, I'll tell you what I think.
President Obama laid out bold and historic plans to curb gun violence in this country. He needs your help.
This is our first task as a society, keeping our children safe. This is how we will be judged. This will not happen unless the American people demand it.
Otherwise known as tyranny. Impeach him.
They want to gin up fear or higher ratings or revenue for themselves.
And they also fear their government.
The NRA is telling its members that they will stand and fight, that this will be the war of the century between them and this president who just said yes to what they want.
I just talked to my friends at the NRA. They've always supported what my mom and I believed in. Easy access to the most guns to the most people. Thank you. Now that President Obama is trying to prevent the next me, I need you to defend our ability to keep really cool semi-automatic weapons. We both know that having these weapons is simply the price of freedom. Someone had to pay, but it can't be us. By the way, I really like Gun Appreciation Day. It's like a celebration to me. Thanks.
85% of NRA members actually want more gun regulations. Where are the other 15%? The 15% are screaming and yelling tyranny. Tyranny means one guy, one man, one dictator is grabbing control of an entire country. Your guns. All those people with guns around Reagan and all those people with guns around JFK didn't stop anybody. We want safe gun legislation. The NRA is a terrorist organization. They're responsible for a lot of deaths, and we need to put a stop to it.
People are buying guns like crazy now, not because they're nutty.
Are the president's kids more important than yours?
Oh, son of a bitch! I just fucking shot myself. I just fucking shot myself. Shot myself. Shot myself. I just fucking shot myself. Son of a bitch! I just fucking shot myself. Son of a bitch! I just fucking shot myself.
Whoa, careful there, Annie Oakley.
I don't have to be careful, I got a gun.
I'm a hockey fan. There is a saying about hockey fights that your stick is a great equalizer. If you can't beat the other guy with your fist, your stick will put you on equal footing. In reality, you're proving you're nothing but a wuss. Right now in the United States, there is a problem with tough guys with big, high-powered assault rifles, proving how tough they are. But as in hockey fights, they're showing they're nothing but wusses.
Just give me my gun.
Sorry, the law requires a 5-day waiting period. We've got to run a background check.
5 days? But I'm mad now.
Yeah.
I'd kill you if I had my gun.
Yeah, well, you don't.
Speaking on behalf of Guns for Everybody. Now, question. What was the first thing that the communists done when they took over in Russia? Answer, gun control. And there's a lot of people in this country who want to do the same thing to us here in a kind of conspiracy, see. You take your big international bankers, they want to, masticate the people of this here nation like puppets on a wing. And then when they get that done, turn us over to the communists.
None of the executive actions that President Obama did today have anything to do with banning specific weapons, banning the importation of specific weapons the way that previous presidents did.
The gun issue is not a Second Amendment issue, it's a public safety issue. When the Second Amendment was written, the military and the citizenry all had muskets, but things have changed. Now, the military has tanks, aircraft carriers, Apache helicopters, nuclear bombs, and all the AR-15s in the world aren't going to stop that. So it's really not about the Second Amendment, it's about public safety. I'm really glad our President, Barack Obama, is signing executive orders that will help public safety.
The real reason the Second Amendment was ratified and why it says state instead of country was to preserve the slave patrol militias in the southern states, which was necessary to get Virginia's vote for the Constitution. Today's Second Amendment is linked to our nation's disturbing history of slavery. Well-regulated militias kept the slaves in chains.
If that was up to me, I could end the skyjackings tomorrow.
You could?
All you got to do is arm all your passengers. If he ain't got no more superiority there, he ain't going to dare to pull out no rod. And then your airlines, then they wouldn't have to search the passengers on the ground no more. They just pass out the pistols at the beginning of the trip, and they pick them up again at the end. Case closed.
And this is for shooting down police helicopters.
Oh, I don't need anything like that. Yet.
I'm a liberal. I support gun rights as well as responsible gun regulations. I worked in armed security for 11 years. When I was on duty, I was allowed to carry this, which held this. But I was not allowed to carry on duty with these, or anything like them. Trained police officers are not allowed to carry anything like that as well. Those type of weapons allow outlaws and mentally unstable people to kill as many people as possible in a quick amount of time as possible. There is no civilian use for those type of weapons.
A gun in a home for the purpose of defense or protection is 43 times more likely to be used in a homicide, a suicide, or accidental shooting than the purpose for which it was purchased. Multiply that statistic times the 270 million guns in this country, and you will understand the epidemic of gun violence in America. The road to gun violence was paved with good intentions.
If there is even one thing we can do to reduce this violence, if there's even one life that can be saved, then we've got an obligation to try.
Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun.
Weapons designed for the theater of war have no place in a movie theater. A majority of Americans agree with us on this. And by the way, so did Ronald Reagan.
Since Sandy Hook, 900 people have died by the gun. Enough is enough. We demand a plan. Thank you, President Obama, for standing up for sensible gun regulations.
900 in the past month.
In Chicago, 7 people were killed by poison put into over-the-counter pain relief capsules. 7 deaths. And all the drug manufacturers got together and made their products safer with child-proof caps, tamper-proof seals, with no government help. I'm looking at you, gun manufacturers. You could voluntarily have a recall of all the clips that hold more than 10 rounds from the gun stores. It would be a start to fixing this problem we have in the country. Do it for the kids.
Ask them what's more important. Doing whatever it takes to get a A grade from the gun lobby that funds their campaigns, or giving parents some peace of mind when they drop their child off for first grade.
Guns kill people, and bullets, and joysticks, and a corrupt NRA, and right-wing nut jobs in Congress. Takes a village.
These shootings, they disgust me. I grew up in the Columbine era. I went to school in the DC area during 9/11 and during the sniper shootings. I was afraid every single day that my life would end at 14 years old, a freshman in high school, with a bullet to the head. Too many people my age grew up in that fear. No child should ever grow up in fear. Ever. We must do something to protect our children.
Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing for them and for this country that we love so much.
Little did Madison realize that one day in the future, weapons manufacturing corporations, newly defined as persons by a dysfunctional Supreme Court, would use his slave patrol militia amendment to protect their right to manufacture and sell assault weapons to be used to murder school children.
Woo, we got what we wanted. Those bastards, tyranny, impeach him.
You know, in the letter that Julia wrote me, she said, I know that laws have to be passed by Congress, but I beg you to try very hard. Julia, I will try very hard.
Happiness warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm, yes indeed. Don't you know that happiness is a warm gun?
That's pretty much it.